These 7 impassive lessons will totally alter your mentality and get you to require activity like never sometime recently. You know, in today's fast-paced world, it's simple to urge caught up in diversions, hesitation, and pardons. We all have big dreams and objectives, but regularly, we battle to require that to begin with, step towards making them a reality. That's where Stoicism comes in, a effective reasoning that has been helping people overcome idleness and take activity for centuries. By applying stolid standards, you'll break free from mental boundaries and begin accomplishing your objectives. Stoicism is all around living in understanding with reason and ideals, and it's fantastically important nowadays. In a world where we're continually assaulted with data and noise, Stoicism offers a reviving point of view on how to live a more intentional, purpose-driven life. By centering on what you'll control, letting go of inner self, and developing internal quality, you'll be able to overcome procrastination, fear, and question, and begin taking unequivocal activity towards your objectives. At its center, Stoicism is around taking proprietorship of your life and your choices. It's approximately recognizing that you simply have the control to shape your possessed fate and taking duty for your activities. After you receive a Stoic mindset, you'll begin to see that the, as it were, thing holding you back is yourself. You'll realize that you simply have the control to overcome any impediment, no matter how overwhelming it could seem. So, on the off chance that you're tired of feeling stuck, in case you're prepared to break free from the cycle of hesitation and pardons and start achieving your objectives, at that point, you're within the right putt. Over the another few minutes, I'll be sharing 7 capable stolid lessons that will enable you to require activity like never sometime recently. You know, I utilized to battle with taking activity myself. I'd get caught up in examination loss of motion, overthinking every small detail, and sometime recently I knew it. Hours would turn into days, and days would turn into weeks. But at that point, I found Stoicism, and it totally changed my approach to taking activity. I started to center on advance, not flawlessness. I learned to let go of my fear of disappointment, and in step, I begun to center on the method, not the result. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a groove, unable to require action since you're confused of what others might think? Or conceivably, you're held back by fear of dissatisfaction or fear of triumph? Anything it is, I'm past any question you've experienced that feeling of torpidity, that feeling of being stuck. It's baffling, it's debilitating, and it's demotivating. But here's the thing. It's not the circumstance that's holding you back, it's your demeanor. How various times have you set an objective because it were to let it drop by the wayside? How various times have you started something because it were to give up when it got extraordinary? We've all been there, and it's a stunning feeling. It's like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of delay and pardons. But what in case I told you that there's a way to break free from that cycle? What in the event that I told you that there's a way to overcome your fear, your questions, and your pardons, and begin taking conclusive activity towards your objectives? You see, most individuals battle with taking activity since they're focused on the outcome instead of the method. They're so caught up within the thought of victory or disappointment that they disregard to require the primary step. Once you center on the result, you begin to stress almost what might go off base, what people might think, or what you might lose. But after you center on the method, you begin to center on what you'll be able to control, what you'll move forward, and what you'll be able to learn. And that's where the enchantment happens. That's where you begin to require activity, in any case of the result. So, let's dive into the primary of the 7 impassive lessons that will engage you to require activity like never sometime recently. Lesson number 1 is almost the power of center. You see, in today's world, we're continually besieged with diversions, notifications, and temptations. It's simple to induce sidetracked, to lose center and to give up on our objectives. But the Stoics knew that center was key. They knew that in the event that you'll center on what's genuinely vital, you'll accomplish anything. So, how do you apply this lesson in your way of life? Well, it's basic. You would like to kill diversions, prioritize your objectives, and center on making advance, not flawlessness. The moment impassive lesson is all around the control of self-reflection. You see, most individuals are so caught up in their claimed considerations, sentiments, and feelings that they disregard to reflect on their activities, their choices, and their advance. But self-reflection is vital on the off chance that you need to require activity. After you reflect on your activities, you begin to recognize designs, propensities, and zones for advancement. You begin to realize what's holding you back, what's driving your inspiration, and what's standing within the way of your objectives. And that's after you can begin to form changes. That's once you can begin to require activity towards your goals. So, how do you apply this lesson in your lifestyle? Well, it's basic. You wish to plan time for self-reflection, you would like to be fair with yourself, and you wish to be willing to create changes. The third impassive lesson is almost the control of versatility. You see, life is unusual, and things do not continuously go as arranged. But the Stoics knew that it's not what happens to you that things, it's how you react to it. They knew that strength was key to taking activity, to overcoming impediments, and to accomplishing your objectives. So, how do you apply this lesson in your lifestyle? Well, it's straightforward. You would like to center on what you'll control, you would like to let go of your sense of self, and you require to create a development mentality. You wish to realize that failure isn't the conclusion, it's just a venturing stone to victory. The fourth impassive lesson is all about the control of simplicity. You see, in today's world, we're constantly besieged with data, choices, and choices. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that more is way better, that complexity is fundamental, which effortlessness is boring. But the Stoics knew that effortlessness was key to taking activity. They knew that after you simplify your life, you streamline your goals, and you rearrange your decisions. You start to center on what's really critical, and you begin to dispense with diversions. So, how do you apply this lesson in your standard of living? Well, it's straightforward. You wish to prioritize your objectives, you wish to dispense with diversions, and you would like to center on making advance, not flawlessness. The fifth impassive lesson is all around the control of teach. You see, teach isn't around limitation, it's almost flexibility. It's approximately having the opportunity to select, to decide, and to require activity. The Stoics knew that teach was key to accomplishing their objectives and to living a life of reason and meaning. So, how do you apply this lesson in your way of life? Well, it's basic. You would like to set clear boundaries, you would like to prioritize your objectives, and you wish to require reliable activity towards your goals. You would like to realize that teach isn't a limitation, it's a freedom. The sixth impassive lesson is all around the power of mindfulness. You see, in today's world, we're always living within the past or stressing approximately long-standing time. We're always stuck in our considerations, our feelings, and our fears. But the Stoics knew that mindfulness was key to taking activity. They knew that after you center on the show minute, you begin to let go of your fears, your questions, and your pardons. You begin to center on what you'll control, and you begin to require activity towards your objectives. So, how do you apply this lesson in your everyday life? Well, it's basic. You would like to center on the present moment. You would like to let go of your considerations and feelings, and you wish to require action. The seventh and final Stoic lesson is all approximately the control of gratitude. You see, appreciation isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. It's a choice to center on what you've got, or maybe then what you lack. It's a choice to appreciate the present minute instead of worrying about the future or lamenting the past. So, how do you apply this lesson in your way of life? Well, it's simple. You would like to center on what you have, got you require to appreciate the present moment, and you got to express appreciation for what you've accomplished so remote. In conclusion, these 7 impassive lessons have the control to totally change your attitude and get you to require activity like never sometime recently. They'll engage you to break free from mental obstructions, to overcome fear and question, and to begin accomplishing your objectives. Keep in mind, the key to taking activity isn't to hold up for the perfect moment, it's to require defective activity within the present minute. It's to center on advance, not flawlessness. It's to require proprietorship of your life, your choices, and your activities. So, which of these 7 stolid lessons reverberated with you the foremost? Let me know within the comments underneath. And on the off chance that you need to memorize more approximately Stoicism and individual development, be beyond any doubt to subscribe to our channel for more substance. Much obliged for observing, and I'll see you within the following video.